y'all, welcome back to the B. Lanice Show. It's your favorite host, Brittany Lanice. Y'all, can y'all believe Valentine's Day is like right around the corner? So I had to come with a self-love video for my entrepreneurs because a lot of my entrepreneurs are lacking that self-esteem, that self-love that they need. And with Valentine's Day being right here, y'all, it's definitely needed. So y'all know I have my handy dandy paper with my notes on it, y'all. I know the font on this paper is so small, but listen, it's a paper shortage. Not financially, but literally a paper shortage. So I had to make sure and make do with what I had. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into this video with the self-help and self-love tips and tricks that I have for you guys for 2021. So if you clicked on this video, you clicked on this video because you want to know how to love yourself as an entrepreneur. You want to know how to love yourself and get deeper into your business, And y'all, we need self-love, especially now more than ever with this COVID thing going on and all the craziness going on in the world. We definitely need it more than ever. And I'm here to give it to y'all. There's a lack of love for yourself if you don't have self-love. And since you don't feel confident in yourself, you're seeking validation from other people. And that's not going to work. There's only really one person in this world who can make you feel better, and that is God and yourself. Well, I guess that's two people, but that's where we're going to start. And we just going to jump right into it, you guys. So ultimately, start speaking your mind. That's the very first thing on the list is start speaking your mind. Stop dumbing yourself down for people. Stop trying to make yourself stoop to other people's level because nobody's going to be on your level. Nobody has what you have. Nobody can bring to the table what you bring to the table. Nobody's business is like your business. Like, you are one in a million. So start speaking your mind. Start living in your truth. You have to do that. Like, that's the first thing. You have to stop biting your tongue for people. If they don't understand you, then maybe it's just not meant for you all to be around each other. If they don't get where you're coming from, maybe it's just not meant for you all to be around each other. And y'all know I'm recording my podcast too. So like, I'm recording my video, but I keep looking this way in this direction. That's because I'm looking at myself instead of looking at the camera, which is looking at y'all. But I don't want to creep y'all out by staring at y'all too much. And I want to look at me and make sure that I'm doing good. So podcasters, don't worry about it. YouTubers, this is for you. But what is next on my list, y'all? Every time I go off on a tangent, I always lose where I am in line. So where am I? Okay. Before you can truly start to love yourself, you need to process what you're scared of and what's keeping you from truly loving yourself the way that you should. Who said something to you as a child that destroyed your self-esteem? Who said something to you as a joke that depleted your self-confidence? Those type of things is where you need to determine what you're scared of, where your fears come from, why you're fearful, why you're holding back, why you're not achieving your greatest potential, why you're not where you need to be in life. Once you figure out what caused that, where did that hurt come from? Where did that pain stem from? Why do you have that pain? And evaluate it to its fullest potential. Then you'll fully be able to love yourself. Like for me, I know that I went to a Catholic school when I was younger. And in a Catholic school, let's just say that a lot of the families there were no broken homes. So there were no, it's just me and my mom, or it's just me and my dad, like those were one-off situations. And yes, I had both my parents, but both of my parents were not together. So where my entire class, except for maybe like 3 people, would have mom and dad show up, here I am with just mom showing up or just dad showing up, because they're doing their own different things. They're in 2 separate entities, so my classmates made me feel some type of way about that, so now in my adult life, I find myself, and I don't want to say seeking validation, but I find myself looking for a husband. So every guy I've ever dated, I want that to be my husband, and that's that's an unrealistic expectation. Like, that's just an unrealistic expectation. Like, every guy you ever date is not going to be your husband. They are not husband material. And my great granny, yes, 3 greats, I met her. She lived with me. She died when she was like 102. Anyway, y'all see what I be doing when I go off on these tangents. But my granny told me, like, I need to date around. I need to find out what I like, what I don't like, what I want, what I don't want, what I will and won't tolerate, what I will and will not put up with. And use all these different characteristics from these different relationships and build them into one man. Not only building them into one man, making sure that I'm praying over this human being. So when he comes to me, I've been praying for you for a really long time. So now I got my husband. But you see, like, I want to be married because I don't want my kid to go through what I went through. You know, just going back and forth from mom and dad's house. And not saying that it was bad because, listen, I had everything I could possibly think of. If my daddy didn't get it, I was getting it from my mom. And if them two wasn't getting it, I got grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-great-grandparents on both sides to pluck from. Okay? So, you know, but it was just that there wasn't one unified home that I lived in, you know, and seeing my classmates have that made me want to have, you know, made me want that as a child. And because I didn't have that as a child, now I want that for my child, if that's making sense. So that's what I mean when I say go back and find what's broken. And I think that's the best example that I could give, honestly. So the next thing that's on my list is to declutter your business. And y'all, I'm going to read everything that I wrote and then I'm going to go back and elaborate over it because I don't want to miss anything by just reading a bullet point and then trying to elaborate on it. So I'm going to read what I wrote and go back. Declutter your business. It's so hard to organize your business and be happy when your business is cluttered. So the first thing that I have is file those papers, update your inventory, take new pictures, remove old ones, take new videos, remove old ones. Update your books, update your products, host a sale to get rid of products that you do not want or products that you simply do not need anymore. Keep track of your spending, your income, and your outgoing money. Trim the fat in your budget. Work on your time management. Be on time. Oh my God, y'all. This one is really hitting home for me. And this one I'm going to have to take my own advice on because your sis be late just a little bit. But y'all know when I had that self-respect video, ever since then, I can definitely tell y'all that my time management and me being on time for stuff has gotten so much better. And this is just me being transparent with y'all because I got to let y'all know what's going on with me. Y'all, I really have a problem being on time. Like, y'all know what CP time is, and if you don't know, you better Google it because I'm not going to say what CP time is. But y'all, I be on CP time like crazy, and I'm a CP, so I just be living in my truth. But my mom hates it, and by me being an entrepreneur and having a successful business, I must be on time at all times. I must be on time and on task at all times. So I just got to do what I got to do. Back to what I have written down. Well, I think that was everything that I had written down. Being on time, look at your overhead and labor cost. How much time are you putting into your business that you could be putting into yourself? And that is just getting started with the self-love. Like, y'all, as much time as you put into your business, you need to put that much time into yourself. As much love and as much oomph that you put into your business, you need to put that same love and that same oomph into yourself. That's it. So the next thing on my list is take advantage of every opportunity around you. Even if you're afraid to step out on faith, go after what it is that you want or whatever it is that you feel like you deserve in life. Even if you're too scared, go for it. Like, that is the first step in self-love, is going after these opportunities that become readily available for you. Listen, and this is why I am so big on having faith in God, because if you just step out on faith, I promise you, y'all, I got the best news of my life today. Some really, really, really crappy stuff happened to me back in January that knocked me on my butt. And when I tell you the thing that happened to me, like, life was like, boop, boop, hit me with a 2-piece, then turned around and kicked me, okay? Literally, life did that to me. And I was just like, oh, life don't hit me so hard. But I had to realize, I really had to realize that life is not going to stop happening. It's just going to keep happening to you. And it's, how do you bounce back from it? How do you recover from it? How do you move on from it? How do you let that affect you on your day-to-day? Are you going to let it stop you and prevent you from being who you want to be? Or are you going to Do what you gotta do, because you're an entrepreneur and there's people looking up to you. There's people who need your business. There's people who need your product. Do what you gotta do. And I learned that the hard way a long time ago. So when what happened to me in January, I was able to recover from that. And here we are, literally exactly 30 days later to the date. My God, I could shout right now. Oh, I could shout right now. I could shout, okay? But I'm gonna keep it together. Keep it together, because this is a part of self-love. And if I didn't love myself, when what happened to me in January, I would allow myself to get down in the dumps. I would have stopped posting on my YouTube, stopped posting on my podcast, stopped doing my wigs. But I didn't allow that to hinder me. I didn't allow that to affect me. I kept going. I kept doing what I had to do. And I'm telling you, when you love yourself, you will do the same. When you love yourself, you will not allow yourself to fail. When you love yourself, you will not allow yourself to be down in the dumps. You will not allow yourself to be depressed. You will not go for it. And then once you got the God, once you have the God that I have, once you got God on your side, period, that I guess only up from there. That's it. And nothing more, nothing less. Once God is on your side, it's only up from there. And that's what you have to know. But y'all see how I be going off on these tangents. Let me get back to where I need to be. So the next thing on the list is put yourself first. And this one is especially for my ladies, because we have a habit of putting others before ourselves just to see them happy. And we have that expectation with us putting these particular people first, that they will do the same in return to make us happy. And it almost always never turns out the way that we expect for it to go, or it turns out the way that we intended for it to be. And you have to stop saying yes to things that you hate and start getting comfortable with saying no. If you think that it's too good for you, or that it's not good for you, it probably isn't, and it probably is too good for you. Stop being a yes man and start living for you. Start saying yes to the things that you actually want to do. And I cannot stress this enough, especially for my entrepreneurs, when it comes to your business. Like, y'all, when it comes to loving yourself, you can't keep doing things that you don't want to do. You can't keep putting yourself in situations that you don't want to be in. And I'll just use myself as an example. I had a childhood friend. We've been friends since we were kids, and long story short, she wanted me to make her a wig with some hair. Y'all, this hair was the worst hair possible. Instead of me just, telling her, hey sis, I'm not going to be able to create the wig that you want with this hair. This hair is horrible. It's just not ready for a wig. I can't put my name on something like this knowing that this is how this looks. Against my better judgment, I went on ahead and I did it for her anyway. And y'all, it was just a downhill effect from that, from me bending over backwards multiple times in multiple ways to accommodate this young lady and to make sure that she's happy. Y'all, now I lost a friend, behind that. So I just say that to say, start saying no. It's nothing wrong with saying no. When you love yourself and you know your worth, you'll start saying no. And that's it. You just have to say no. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. No, I can't do that. No, I don't have the capability of doing that right now. In my personal opinion, I'm not interested in doing that. What you need me to do is not beneficial or conducive to the lifestyle that I am trying to live. It's not beneficial and conducive to the person that I want to be. While, yes, I appreciate the opportunity, I'm going to have to turn you down and say no. Simple. It's just like that. The next thing on my list is stop comparing yourself and your business to other people. There isn't anyone in the world like you. Like, out of a billion people, like, you are only you. Even if you got a twin, like, or a triplet or a quintuplet, or however you say that one, 4 or 5, whatever, it doesn't matter. Even your business, like, there's thousands of businesses like your business, y'all. There's nobody like me. There's nobody like Britt. There's nobody like Wigs by Britt. There's nobody on YouTube like the Beelanese Show, period, point blank. There's nobody in the world whose stuff hitting like the Beelanese Show. And you have to know your worth. When you know your worth and you know what you bring to the table, ooh, see, now I'm preaching. When you know your worth and you know what you bring to the table, no one and not anything and no one can take that away from you. But I am jumping the gun. So, In order to do this, you have to allow yourself to fully feel pain and to fully feel happiness. So if you're hurt by something, allow yourself to go through that grieving process so that it never happens to you again. You have to fully accept the role that you played in the position that happened to you to cause those things to happen to you. And if you're happy about something, allow yourself to feel that happiness. Literally bask in that happiness. Bask in that moment. You deserve to be happy just like any other person. What makes you think that you don't deserve to be happy just like the next person? You go through life just like everybody else do. So when something good happens to you, celebrate the good, celebrate your wins, and also celebrate your losses. And I don't even call them as losses. I call them as learning opportunities. You either win or you learn, but you never lose, period. So thank you for this lesson that I learned. Celebrate the lesson that you learned, period. That's the gem for the day. Celebrate your lessons. How we say celebrate our wins, celebrate your lessons. God, thank you for allowing me to learn this when I learned it. So when this happens to me again in the future, I'm better prepared for it to take place in my life. Y'all, I love doing this, period. I wish my podcasters could see what I'm doing, but they can't. And I really need to stop talking to YouTube and the podcast, but I can't help it. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, moving along. Revamp your business and revamp it out of self-love. It's the small things. You really just need to enjoy the small things, especially when it comes to your business. You should love yourself more than you love your business. And y'all, I love Wigs by Britt more than life itself. But I guarantee y'all, I love me more. And it's just that simple. When you love yourself more than you love your business, you won't allow yourself to put up with a lot of things. You won't allow yourself to go through so much stuff, especially when it comes to your business. Put your foot down and say no, period. Okay, let's move on. So when I say to put the same amount of love, you should let me not say that. Put the same amount of love and intention that you put into your business, into yourself. So however much attention you're giving your business, however much love you have for your business, double that with yourself. I mean, you're with yourself 24/7. You spend all day with you, literally. So there's not one reason why you can't do self-love things for yourself. There's not one reason why you can't give yourself the love that you deserve. Simple. Next, moving along. So let's talk about some things that we can do to appreciate our business when it comes to self-love. Let's talk about some things that we can do. So one of the first things that I say you can do is get a business card, update your website. We're in the middle of a pandemic, so if you want to have some little trinkets and stuff, you can always come with hand sanitizers with your logo on and backpacks, water bottles with your logo on it. Have add-ons that people can get in their purchases. I make wigs, so it would only be right that I have these little bantu thingies that people can wrap around their heads, or I had the edge control scarf. Yeah, that sounds about right. Edge scarf. I don't know. Shoot. Edge control brush, bonnets, all that stuff to add appreciation to my business. Magnets, thank you cards, any and everything will make your business flourish. So the next thing on my list when it comes to self-love, and this little thing is diary. Remember in the last video when I was telling you guys that you need to get a journal? The next thing is to create rules for yourself. Create policies for yourself. These policies you will not break. These policies and rules that you set for yourself you will not break, and you will not overstep the boundaries. So here are a couple examples that I just have set for myself. So the first thing that I have set for myself is to get up at 6 a.m. every day. I don't care what's going on, how late I stayed up last night, where I am, whom I'm with. I'm waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm getting on the prayer line. That is the first rule that I have. The second thing is I need to be at the gym before 7 a.m. So yes, I'm on the prayer line. I got it in my AirPod and I am listening to the prayer line, getting dressed. The next thing that I have on my list is to make up my bed every day. So after I get out of my bed, while I'm on the prayer line, I'm making up my bed. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. I'm listening to the prayer line while I'm on my way to the gym. It's still on while I'm at the gym too, because y'all, we be real long-winded at New Grace. But I love my favorite. That's my favorite church, and I love them. So I'm not throwing any shade, y'all. Shout out to all my NG followers. I love and appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, because without y'all, I literally would be nothing. I just had to put that out there for them to see and hear this. But yeah, also another thing on my list, I don't check my social media after 10 p.m. either. I don't care whether it's Wigs by Britt, whether it's the Belanie Show. I'm after 10 p.m. social media is cut, because now I need to start winding down. I told y'all I'm up at 6 every day, so I need to make sure that I'm winding down, preparing myself for the nighttime. The next thing that I have on my list is a 2-minute meditation. Now y'all, I know y'all like Brittany. You probably talk about all this stuff and you only meditate for 2 minutes, girl. But listen to my theory. In the morning, you pee. Everybody pees in the morning, or let's just say at nighttime. 2 minutes, I poop. Shoot, you poop. When you poop, meditate. It's gonna make it come out easier anyway. Meditate. I meditate when I poop. Whenever I poop, I'm meditating. And y'all frequently poop, and I frequently meditate. So yeah, it's only 2 minutes, but I guarantee you every pooping session has a meditation with it. And I have this Fitbit, and the Fitbit tracker app and this video is not sponsored either, but y'all, the app has this like meditation setting in there, and it's only because I don't have a premium package. I'm not paying for that. So because of that, I do a 2-minute meditation. That's all that I need, and I do it every time I go to the bathroom, y'all. And that meditation soothes me, calms me. It's like breathing your nose out your mouth, and I'm literally like inhaling just everything that comes with life, and I'm exhaling it. I'm removing it. I'm getting it out of me, you guys. I'm inhaling to pull all that stuff up, all that negative stuff up. I'm exhaling to blow all that negative stuff out. And y'all, it works. Like, when I say it works, oh, it works. So the next thing that I do on my list, and this is the last example that I'm giving y'all, but I just wanted to make sure that y'all had enough little options. Y'all, whenever you take a shower, and I used to be guilty of this until 2021, and I told myself I would never do this again, do a full body lotion up or a full body oil down. I personally prefer to use oil. And they say baby oil is not good for you, but y'all, I don't care. This junk have my skin nice and soft, and the elasticity in my skin, because I started using oil, and shea butter has really worked so much. Oh yeah, and I use shea butter too. But if you put your shea butter in the microwave, y'all, it turned to oil. So oil, whatever. Anyway, and let's just say like this is my arm, y'all. I got this ugly scratch and this ugly burn on my arm. First of all, I went to, where did we go? Me and my mama went somewhere. I don't know. We went on a cruise out the country, whatever. I fell in the bathroom and got this ugly gash. I'm cooking for my boyfriend and burnt myself. Cooking again and burnt myself. So y'all, when I'm lotioning it up, this is healed in Jesus' name. You know, like, this is healed in God's name. I love this part of me. Yes, it has a blemish, but it's a part of me now. And I love me. I'm rubbing my shoulders. Lord, take the tension out of my shoulders. I carry stress in my shoulders. God, remove the stress from me. I love this part of me. When I'm washing my face is beautiful. Lord, remove all the negative toxins. You know, you need to wash up, you guys, to keep your skin from drooping and sagging. Yeah, y'all. My mom sells Mary Kay, so that's how I know that. But, you know, like, when you're rubbing on yourself, speak positive affirmations over your life. Say over your body. Say positive affirmations over your body. Tell your body that you love you, because if you don't tell you you love you, who gonna do it? Nobody, right? Okay. So the next thing is, be super kind and nice to yourself. See love, and I feel like I just did this one. Nope, I didn't. Sorry, you guys. But be super kind to yourself. See love and enjoy the small things. Date yourself. Go on dates with yourself. Treat yourself how you want other people to treat you. Once you start treating yourself accordingly, like the queen and the king that you know that you are, people will start to treat you like the king or the queen that you know that you are. Do not settle for anything less than what you deserve, because you are nothing short of amazing. When it comes to certain things that you do not want to deal with, do not deal with them and do not put up with them, because you simply do not have to. I felt like I wrote down everything I needed to say. I really don't have anything extra to add to that, because at that point then I'm going to be cutting into y'all, and I don't want to do that. So the next thing is get out of the house, network, meet with other entrepreneurs. You guys, like, this is self-love entrepreneur edition. So y'all, you gotta always make sure that you're loving on your business and you're loving on yourself. Okay? The next thing is to allow yourself to make mistakes. Y'all, hear me when I tell you that nobody is perfect and nobody will ever be. Does Jesus Christ walk this earth? No. He is the only person that was perfect. He did not work on this earth, so you're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Like, allow yourself to make mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen, you guys. Like, that's inevitable. Learn from your mistakes. It's how you bounce back from your mistakes. Just like that example I gave y'all earlier about what happened to me in January. Like, y'all, what happened to me was because of a mistake that I had made all last year, and it just caught up to me at the end of December. But I was literally making this mistake from January to December till I got caught up. Period. Like, and I didn't even know that I was making a dang on mistake. But whatever. I learned, I adjusted, I adapted. 30 days later, I got a big blessing. Simple. So the next thing, get you a mentor that you can talk to, bounce ideas off of, and, you know, just somebody that you can confide in. Because I feel like everybody needs somebody that you can confide in. Now, y'all, make sure when you get this mentor, they don't find you attractive, they don't like you, and that they have your best interest at heart, and they don't have a problem, or they won't have a hard time cutting into you or telling you no. Because if you have a mentor who is always conforming to you, you won't grow, and they won't grow as a mentor either. Like, you need to make sure that your mentor is of some type of superior or something, who isn't afraid to tell you when you're right or wrong, or who isn't afraid to tell you when you've done wrong or when you've done right, and that you need to fix it, or you need to go make this right, because you're going to go down a negative path. So the next thing is, make a list of all the things that consume your time. See what things are valuable and see what things are least valuable. Because when it comes to loving yourself, if you don't love yourself and you're lacking self-love, you will allow things of little value to consume you, because you have no value in yourself. And when you have no value in yourself, you will allow things that don't have value, you know, to come in and deplete so much of you. And we're not doing that in 2021. We're not doing that at all this year. So the next thing is to start meditating. I told y'all. Start meditating. You don't have to meditate for a really, really long, drawn out period. I told y'all that. Baby steps. Simple. Meditate while you're in the shower, while you're driving in the car, while you're pumping your gas. There are multiple ways that you can meditate. And once you start doing that, you can up the ante. Set goals for yourself. Meditate over your goals. Simple. That should be like your alone time. Like when you get your peace too, when you're meditating. That's what I do when I go to the bathroom, because I'm alone. Who gonna bother you in the bathroom? Even you're in a public bathroom, like nobody's going to bother you in the bathroom. I don't know anybody that would. If they do, they have a problem. And you need to remove yourself from them, because they don't need to be in your camp. Unless it's your kids, y'all. I don't know why kids like to bother you while you're in the bathroom. Kids are the only exception. And I guess spouses too, because my boyfriend always be, babe, let me talk to you. Let me show you. Can I have some peace, please? Can I get some privacy, please? Can I get some privacy? No, I'm playing. Y'all, I crack myself up. But I'm playing. Anyway, off of the meditation thing. Remove things from your life that make you doubt yourself and things that make you second guess yourself. There should be nothing that no one or anyone, that nothing or no one can say or do to you that make you feel less than who you are or less than who God has proclaimed you to be. When it comes to knowing your self-worth, you need to know what you bring to the table. You need to know who you are and what you are, because no one can take that away from you. And if they try to take it away from you, you need to let them go, because they are toxic. Let go of toxic people. You do not need toxic people in your life when you are trying to love on yourself. That is impossible. You cannot love on yourself and you have someone toxic in your life who is always draining you, who is always taking away from you, who's always pulling, and never giving. Okay? Let go of those toxic people. ASAP. Next thing on the list. Stop caring about what people think about y'all. Ooh, this is a good one. Like right now, I'm real self-conscious, and I'll be transparent, y'all. I don't have no sheets on my bed. Well, I have sheets on my bed. I don't have like my comforter and my pillows because I just changed my sheets. And then y'all can see my heater right there, and that thing, it looks like a bag, but that's actually my AirPod, iPhone, iPad charger stand or whatever, but it's looking real tacky. And then if you look right down here, that's an HDMI cord sticking out of the garbage can and a hanger sticking out of the garbage can. Y'all, see, like, I pointed it out to y'all, so y'all probably wasn't paying attention, but that's something that the old Brittany would be self-conscious about, because it's just like, dang, y'all, like, this YouTube video could have been perfect, but it's not, y'all. My hair was messed up. I put this knot on. I was in a rush to put it on, so it's not perfect. And, of course, I just bumped it and messed it up, but yeah, no, I'm not letting it be like that. Y'all not gonna screenshot and drag me. But y'all see, like, self-conscious and stuff like that. Let that go. Stop caring about what other people think about y'all. Like, if it doesn't line up with who you are as a person, when it comes to you, if it doesn't line up with where you want to be in life, who you want to be in life, how you want to be in life, how you want to act, if it doesn't line up with that, then yeah, when other people put their opinions on it, I'd care. And I'm not going to say that I don't care what other people think at all, because I honestly do value everyone's opinion. Now, I may not listen to everyone's opinion, but I definitely value it. Yes, I value what you have to say, and I do take it into consideration. But even if I don't adjust or make the proper changes, I still listen to you, and I still heard what you said. But stop caring what people think. Stop caring what people have to say. Let's just keep going down and read what I wrote, because y'all really wrote some heat, and I'm just trying to like mental read it, but I'm gonna just go on what I wrote. So, you don't always, well, you know what? Let's just back this up a lot. Just because people are looking at you doesn't mean that they're talking about you. Stop assuming the worst possible thing. Stop going to the worst possible thoughts when people are looking at you or people are staring at you. Like, y'all, they might think that you're really pretty, or think that you're handsome, or they may think that you smell nice, or they might even find you attractive and want to talk to you, but because you're so damn fine, they're not going to come up to you and speak to you. Okay? Stop being self-conscious. Stop being insecure. Like, you don't have to be like that. What you eat does not make them poop, and what they eat don't make you poop. So y'all not connected and tied in no different ways. So their opinion don't matter. What my grandma used to tell me, everybody got opinions and buttholes. So everybody got one. It's just who butthole and who opinion you gonna get today. Simple. Y'all, I'm on the back of the page. I'm almost over. I know it's been 30 minutes and y'all sick of me, but I gotta get this, because my people who need self-love gonna get this self-love 2020-21. 2020-21? No, 2021. Y'all, I know that I'm saying it right, but it just don't sound right. 2021. Like, you see how it's like 202021? I'm having a moment. Anyway, get out of a fearful mindset. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. I keep telling y'all, like, y'all gotta build up this strength in God. You gotta build up this faith in God. You can do anything through the Lord, whatever you want to do. Put the word on it. Pray over it. Read up scripture about it. Give it to God and let it go. If you're gonna worry about it and you're gonna be fearful about it, then you didn't give it to God. Because why are you sitting up here allowing this one thing to bother you? Why are you sitting up here allowing this one thing to get at you and attack you? Like, why? Put God on it. Give it to God and let it go. The next thing that I'm going to add, and y'all should have known that I was going to say this one, start taking care of your body. We all know that when you look better, you feel better. So do it for yourself, because you love you. And remember, oh my God, y'all, this one did it for me, because for years I felt like this. Remember that how you look is not a representation of your value. Just because you're overweight or you're underweight, that does not mean that your value or your self-worth has gone down, or, I don't even want to say gone up, because then that just sounds arrogant and cliche. But just because you don't look how you want to look, or you don't look how someone else thinks you should look, that doesn't mean that your value and your self-worth have gone down. That doesn't mean that you should be valued, or that you should be valued any less than what you deserve because of how you look. And y'all take that however y'all take that. Y'all process and apply that to wherever you need to apply that, because that particular thing can be applied and processed in so many different aspects of life. And I don't want to give examples because I don't want any controversy on my YouTube or my podcast. But y'all, I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. I'm a little chunky. I got a couple tires around my belly right here. But y'all, you better believe it. I'm big enough. Hi. I'm confident enough in myself to be able to say, yeah, I'm a fat girl. Yes, I'm chunky. Yes, I'm a little on the thick side. But you better believe I'm in the gym every day working out. I'm eating healthy consistently. Like, I'm doing things to make me better. So I can crack a joke because I love me enough to laugh at my flaws, but know that this is an area of opportunity for me that I need to work on, and I can still find the humor in it without having to be so serious all the time. And that's just because of how much I love me. The next thing is when it comes to self-love, you need to put more trust in yourself. And y'all, this is the very last thing. When it comes to self-love, you need to put trust in yourself. Trust yourself to make the decisions for you. Trust yourself to make the right decisions. Know that you're going to make the decisions that's for yourself, because at the end of the day, you are the only person who knows what you need. You are the only person who knows what you want. You are the only person who knows what you bring to the table. You are the only person who knows what the type of lifestyle that you want to live. So once you start living for you and you trust yourself to make decisions for yourself that are going to be beneficial for yourself in the long run, y'all, that self-love, it's nothing like it. I really, 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 really hope these tips helped you out with your self-love, because I've been in a place where I didn't love myself. I've been in a place where I didn't like myself and I hated myself. And you guys, honestly, it started with me being fat. And that is why I put that at the top of my list first, because y'all, this time last year, and I'm gonna just let y'all know, I was 250 pounds. Yes, I was a hippopotamus. And I got pictures to prove that I was a hippopotamus. And I went out of town with a swimsuit on. It was like, F it. This beach gonna get this body. Literally, that's exactly what I did. Y'all, my phone's about to die. Let me just put my phone on the charger because I was recording the podcast. And I don't want the podcast to stop, because then I'm gonna have to re-record and go back. And I don't want to do that. So, let me do that. All right, now that that is done, I love y'all. I care about y'all. And I appreciate you all. Y'all already know how to reach out to me and find me at the B. Lanice Show on Instagram. Wigs by Brit on everything else, y'all. If you need to talk, if you need a mentor, I am here for you. Listen to me. Because I don't want to say a plethora, but a handful of people I've lost to suicide. And I just wanted to do this during Valentine's Day because I just see on social media so many girls, and I don't even see it with the guys, and I guess guys just don't post, but like on Twitter, Snapchat, Insta stories, I just see so many broken young ladies. So many young ladies lacking self-esteem and lacking self-confidence. You guys, God made you in his image. He made you how he wanted you to be. Now, don't get me wrong. God didn't make me to be fat. I did that all on my own. And I had to take responsibility for the role that I played in it. That's the only way that I can heal from it. And I'm telling you to do the same thing. If there's anything about your body that you don't like, that you caused to yourself, take responsibility for what you did. Evaluate why you even started it in the first place. Like for me, I went through a really bad breakup, and after that, I just let myself go because I felt as though I wasn't worthy. And it's crazy because I love myself so much now, right? But we all go through it. We all been there, done that. I guarantee you there's not one person who walks this earth who has never in their life felt like they were not worthy, who let themselves go, or who slipped into a depressive state and started doing things that they shouldn't have been doing. You guys, your life means something. You add value to the world. Go listen to my purpose versus passion. Figure out what you're passionate about and figure out what your purpose is in life. It's that simple. All right, you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Belanie Show. If you want a wig like this with these beautiful colors, y'all, go to wigsbybritt.com. Britt has 2 T's in it. The top was busting, but it's messed up now, so oh well. But until next time, peace.